Hello. Hope Aaron's having a half decent day today. Hello, Pris. Oh, did I forgot to set my main screen. Hello, Pris. Hello, Severed. How you guys doing? Are you kidding me? Thanks for the warning, Severed. I'll be right back. Hello. Back in time. Is the mic okay? Thanks for that heads up, Severed. Really wish I knew what the cause of that was. Test. All right. I was really. I always thought that game was gonna be like obscenely hard. So basically, it's double difficulty for you. At least by the sounds of it. But hopefully that's good. Nick, what is it? I got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Was it a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see, it looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. Oh, that one. Also, before the thing fucking shit the bed with my mic. Press 7, how you guys doing today? Anybody else in chat? Heh. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand and then it just separated. I'm doing. I swear if your next 2 words out of your mouth are your mom, I'm banning you on the spot. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. You ma'am? Okay. Well, have a good night, everyone. I don't know if this is the right move or not, but I'm thinking I'm close to repairing my relationship. With who? Winster? With fuck's sakes, Chris. I don't exactly know. I mean, by the sounds of it, when you were talking about it before, Severed, like, I understand you still have feelings for her, but it was a two-way street that you two needed to change, and you could be putting in all the effort, but you won't know. Like, you can repair a relationship to be a friendship or something. But, like, she could be putting in no effort, want to get back with you, and then you're still hurting. Like, I understand the feels. Like, I really do. I I've only ever I speak like I have knowledge, but I've only ever had one relationship, 5 years, and I was emotionally abused for it. So I don't know. I don't exactly say what's right or wrong on the matter. It could work out for you. It could not. I can't exactly predict that. Now, well, really, was it kind of like this? What? How'd you do that, Nick? You're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. You hear that? It sounds like 2 people arguing. Yeah, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes. Oh, wait. Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trillo, it's just not going to work. You enjoy saying dumb things. You're gonna have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle simple, or if you can't handle something as simple as this, then what are you gonna do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry. Secret crash training, whoa. Yes, Trillo wouldn't give up until we try out his idea for a new routine. So we were trying to sing around for our new ventriloquism act. Around? You can really do that? That's incredible. See? See? Even they are surprised by the idea. I told you. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once you got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Well, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. I got the strength back. It's time to take one more shot at Regina. I keep having to stop myself from saying Regina. Actually, I'm going to double back quickly to the detention center. See if I can get information that way. Oh, my sweeties. Mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? Regina? No, I said Regina. Because it's one of the capital cities in Canada. It's the capital of the province of Saskatchewan. Oh, Elohim, why do you keep jumping on me? You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, The Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. It sounds like it would be an awesome special. Sneezes. Achoo! He just looked at me squinty-eyed. Like he knew I would have the balls to do that. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it'd surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking. The production staff is already working on the show. If you get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It'd be a contractual obligation. That's just show business. I'm the night of the crime. You didn't happen to fly off at the sky, did you? You saw everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off to the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what this 2G clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and the cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I'll say this much. It's much harder than you think. I was thinking about this in court today. I got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous. A great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. I've always wanted to visit Climax, Saskatchewan. It's only 401 kilometers away from Regina. Nice. It's always hilarious just to, like, see all the different, Canadian city names. Like, there's a town in southern Ontario called Welcome. And I always thought that was amusing. Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers of this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That's something I cannot simply tolerate. You got a place called Stoner. It's a fucking Stoner British club, really. Ambition, huh? Something about Max just said just brings two to my ears. Oh my. My sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told the story like 100 times already. So it's a bit boring. I'm sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I'm really sick of telling the story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I could tell it again. Here, take a look at this. I just have to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That's the first stage I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die then or I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow! By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? So what if I do happen to, what happens if I do show it to everybody? Would you mind taking a look at this? We die? Okay. I guess we won't need to look at this after all. I know that you already testified in court today. Let's talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Oh yeah, that's right. But as we said hello and didn't get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. Why'd you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? What? I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. I was never gonna ask you too about Regina. At least is serious about her. That's why I'm waiting. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really want to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Eh? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet and wonderful torture. The fuck? When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. So how's this new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routine's a secret. We're gonna take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. So it isn't. Yeah. We're not gonna take on the world just because that jerk said we should. That jerk. Max Galactica. Performers should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Chill, he seems to be really fired up all about this. He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. Mark my words, I, Triloquist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now. Okay. I'm not fucking. That's right, on a parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you got to start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You gotta be a part of this too. Oh, it's you two. Yay. Like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? Yeah, I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you're supposed to be doing something. Yeah, I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Franziska really set you up bad this time, didn't she? Elohim, okay, you gotta get off, bud. Ow. Oh boy. If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. 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 It looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How is that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up there on the 3rd floor, it seems. Have we met the acrobat? Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's going to start an investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Okay, we'll go up to the room. Franziska Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Mo's not here. If he was here, you'd think you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into this room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Or you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself. I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. He must really love his work. Looks like he punched a hole in it. You're right. I wonder what happened. Anyone want to imagine what? Okay, so it looks like there's nothing here. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just allergic to wild tigers. Nothing looks any different. Ah, right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is. Real time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girly? I got it. Okay, what's your answer? Because they're in the cafeteria. Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. I thought cafe was French. I did it. What's going on? He's being too nice. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough. Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. Oh, fucking, okay. You even used the famed no shoot, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly, how can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? I'm 100% sure about your testimony today. I saw what I saw, I swear, that creep just flew through the air? It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a Cyclogue, he must be telling the truth. Ah, not this picture. You showed it to you guys too? Ah, you've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. I don't get how that one's a joke. Like, most of them I can understand if it was like a fraction of a joke. That one I just didn't get. Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust? I wouldn't mind hearing about Max's bust, now that I'm into that sort of thing. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden, the bust disappeared. It disappeared. If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing is really cool. I want someone to make a bust of me. Just as long as I'm not paying for it. Ah. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing has changed that I can see. What if he's actually thinking about this, or if he's setting up for a bad joke? Nope. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet mow is a good mow in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there's this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? Oh, fuck's sake. Yikes. It says, "To the murderer." Oh. Yeah, that's what it says. But the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. The other world posted this thing. Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead. Max and the ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the Ming Master put on Max's costume and went outside. Why did he do that anyway? Was it that cold or something? This was the table he used when the visitors came to see him. Yeah, there's mud caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table. I didn't even think about providing a reenactment for me. I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am anyway? Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? Hey Gumbo, how's it going? Guess it really wasn't a company. It was just the ringmaster, my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. I built my chair and desk tonight, or desk and chair. Hell yeah. Are you gonna saw some pictures? You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Everything except the actual PC? Nice. Hey, you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I got a feeling that I know what that is. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. So hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? So to get used to keyboard and mouse, I've just plugged it all into my Xbox, which is how I'm watching. Nice, nice. Wait, so am I on headset or am I on your TV? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m. That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called the ringmaster. No, you're on headphones? Oh, okay. I was just gonna start making lewd noises. Can't abuse everything. I could try. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Oh, I'm done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. I got a fucking 72. Nice. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of overkill. Unless you're planning on doing it from afar. But with Miss Von Karma. Beep beep. Like, what is that? That beeping sound? It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here quick. See ya, pal. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind is biting his ow. As biting is lashing us from a whip. Von Karma. She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Why do you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? Haha. National news, you possess such small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win just by a smidge. Ms. Von Karma, it appears you've got your hands onto something big, huh? Ha! I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. Can't worry about her. I got to try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad. You must be the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you get a mouthful of whip. Ow. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again. One more time. Yep. I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Why would you ever bring him up? Never forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right, it was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Ah. Little brother, but Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become eternity. I fought against him in a few cases. A little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he's gone. Eh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth was never quite the same after that. After that case, and with the case after that. Never stepped foot into court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note. At the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after he left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in the world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory modeled the honorable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then, I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick? Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not. But I've had enough about you. Him too. What in the world happened? Huh. His dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. And I'm gonna kick her ass. Nick, let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Wow, Nick is pissy. That's a cruel joke. You must be Phoenix, right? Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro. How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of the circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all. Without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. Seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was, that's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina's so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Did I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? Yeah, I'm starting to ask, why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. Why is that a thing these circus performers have done to this poor bastard? That's awful. The accident happened during the acrobatic session, right? Cyclops. It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago? What in the world went on this? What in the world went on in the circus then? I stopped by yesterday. I noticed you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I couldn't believe it. When I saw what I saw... What you saw? Jeez, it sounded really ominous. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. Yeah, the scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? He is flying straight up into the air. Eh? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that was Max you saw flying. I'm absolutely sure, there's no doubt in my mind. Nick. Acro, please take a look at this photo for us. No problem. Ah, this is how it ended for him. Such a shame. Seems awfully calm. But his eyes have a look of sorrow and profound pain. If my legs weren't like this, I would have been able to prevent this from happening. It's an absolute certainty. Acro. Heh. Money is a great friend to me. That pile of treasure over there is his collections, huh? It is indeed. Money will bring anything back with him. Aw, that's so cute. Yeah, I'm not great with the ladies. But I seem to be pretty good with the animals. X-Men Galactica, right? You'll have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him. Acro won't even look at it. Looks like something is really weighing on him. He has birds, yeah. He's got birds! What's this? That's what we want to know. It's posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. In the cafeteria? What happened? He suddenly looked incredibly serious. If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source. Her. Regina. Ask her about it. Regina. She's cool, isn't she? And can you believe such a cute girl is an animal tamer? It seems animals are not the only thing she tames. Huh? Max, the ringmaster, Ben? She's got them all under her thumb. What do you mean by that? Yeah, maybe we went a bit overboard. It's just Regina's innocence. She was incredibly sheltered as a child. I'd say it seems that way. That's why she can be so cruel. What? Regina is just like the animal she claims to tame. She's innocent and thus she can be cruel. I wonder what happened between Acro and Regina. I have to ask you, how are you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident in practice? Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that was the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Why is my health still so low? I don't know what the thing would be. Looks like I gotta go find Regina. I got a bad feeling about this. Tiger! Ah, Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O-Phoenix. Stay, heal. Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake. Mistake. Yeah, little one. Just think of teaching whatever fucking... Okay. Monkey? It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I loved my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while. Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star? That means my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. That's really fucking dark. Someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But eventually there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way that I believe that? Do you think that one day I'd be a star too? Of course. Really think so? Yeah, you will. I think. I got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything is alright with Regina. Just to go back and clear something up, why did you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you. Must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. Eh. See that monkey, you'd get my costume back from me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Awesome. Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request. Yeah, you really gonna do it? Regina, have you seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I'd go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. And then what? I know the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did, I stuck it up there. How'd you know? Yeah. So there's a Gina that who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. There's no saying it, Max is cool. I want to try flying someday with Max. She's already flown off into her own little world. Nick, I want to try flying too. Okay, I'll think about it. That's Acro. Is he in his room today? Yes, he is. We just came back from a meeting with him. I hope his legs will get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze. The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right? Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the Acrobat. That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have many nice things about to say about Regina, but Regina seems to like Acro just fine. They must have taken Max for questioning again. There isn't anything that we need to ask him right now anyway. You're right, I guess. Let's go then. Alright, I'm already lost. A second here. I have to readjust my friggin' sock. Alright. Sock is much better. I don't see any way out of this. We've stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think that criminal flew through the air? What's up, Church of Blasphemy? And oh my... oh my god, this case is filling me with agony. How's it going, newbie? I'm doing alright. I have a bit of a headache, though, but that's whatever. The only one who thinks that they saw that was Mo, right? He says that he saw it. That's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that. Do you think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew. What if the criminal really did fly? Whole other German for high? No. Give me a second. I need to take a drink. No, Elohim, you cannot. Alright, just had too much Hot Wheels Unleashed. Yeah, you seem to be enjoying that. And I think with that video you were posting Splatoon music or something. What if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that. Max. I love eating other cars. It looks hilarious. You're not really helping my confidence here, Maya. Everyone seems to hate Max. Ben, Trilo, Mo, they all have nothing nice to say. That magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like customers only go to the circus to see him. Even hit Ben over the head with a bottle. But what? That doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder. And it was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand. Oh, why do I right click? The car is flat enough to get under other cars, you can do them dirty. Is that why you drive the flattest car? But Mo clearly said that he saw Max himself. What if I went to Acrobat? Our keyboard is dying. Oh, it was off. I don't know how Hot Wheels has a ramp car. I hope it's in the game. Let's hope so. What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. In the cafeteria? Ah, but he suddenly looked incredibly serious. It's got nothing to do with her, you should go straight to the source. Her? Regina. Ask her about it. You want to know about Max? Well, his colleagues in the circus all seem to hate him. What about you, Acro? I got my issues with him as well. But he just also happens to have a diamond shining in his soul. A diamond shining in his soul? I guess you could say it is his pride as his performer. We didn't have that pride in ourselves before Max arrived. Honestly, I think he brought something wonderful to the circus when he came. Acro. This guy's really different from the other members of the circus. The ringmaster. He was even more of a father to me. I don't know how the murder happened, but not the amount of unlikely coincidences made it so aids to solve. Yeah, I'm again struggling with this investigation. When he took me in, the circus was in bad shape. It was obvious that he had no real way of supporting us. What does he mean by us? Is that where he started with acrobatics? Back then I was only 9 years old. I begged the ringmaster to let me try. He finally gave in. Having a kid in the circus was probably the last thing in the world that he wanted. I just wanted to be helpful, so I could help the ringmaster. That's such a nice story. Excellent practice. The practice was the cause of your injury. Alright, tell me just tell me the truth. What if I ask you a question first? What do you want to know? Do you really think I could get an injury from like this from something like that? For fuck's sake. I don't know what the cause of his injury is. Ew, it's a huge pile of trash. One man's trash is another monkey's treasure. I guess you're right. Look, they're all shiny things. Even got a motorcycle exhaust. What do they call this thing? Oh, tuberite? Of course it's a tuba, silly. You didn't know that? It's a picture of Regina. Oh, she is a shining beauty. No objections here. Mo's not here. It's a picture of what? Regina. You know, like the city. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Oh! Nick, it's money. The monkey's holding something. Regina. Gumbo, if you're here, thanks for the meme. That was a good one. That monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina. Remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey attorney style. Oh crap. What do I do? Stay. Stay, money, stay. Ooh. Hey, it's working. It sounded like he was confused at the end of that ooh. Stay. Ah! Yikes. Ah! I knew that acting like Regina would do the trick. Nick, you... I swiped it while money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. Oh, you can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean? I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take it at the circus and I get some fucking peace and quiet. Yeah, what's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh, well, I guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you. You really got it back for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. It's nothing. No wonder guys melt mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina. Give me a second, I gotta readjust my headset again. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Oh, this costume? It isn't mine. It's Leon's. Leon's. You know, the line she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed. Leon. He was killed, wasn't he? That's right, my dad killed him. You know, guys, I would like to play this game, but this cat has other opinions. He's just standing on my chest, completely blocking the TV screen. Elohim, can you please pick a direction? Ellie, some magnet head, yeah. That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. Elohim demands attention. Alright. Good kitty. During practice. I just eat another car? Hell yeah. Leon was sitting down and he opened his mouth. You know, gah. I must yeet. Thank you. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. People in the crowd always loved to see me do that. They'd always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because I love seeing you do that? Anyways. What was the bad thing? Oh yeah. Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina. Everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was a problem. My dad got incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Okay, I think I know what to do now. Lion dentist. Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track, I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked? By a lion. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me phrase it as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. Oh, fuck. So how about it, Acro? Ow. Oh, this is aggravating. Who is he? Was he trying to say the ringmaster? You don't know. I don't know said person yet. I think you have to soul unlock Regina. I don't have that option. Something smells fantastic. We know it can't be Moat. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here. And those burgers look great. Fuck, now I want burgers. She's drooling like she saw some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They are absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet I can tell by the smell. Well, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special powers. Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you going to do? That's all I thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? Calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset. Can I ask you? Damn it, that's a blast from the past. Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. What, really? Maximum, whatever. Maybe it means I might be mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. Probably the reason why the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. Mo. All that's left to see is everyone can get over the tragedy. You know. The tragedy, you know. What does he talk about? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it, it's nothing at all. Must be the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang, 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 correctamundo. Does he mean dang? Well, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No. What makes you think that? You do be lying? Yeah. Fuck. Sound like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Eek, 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 eek. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. Nice. 6 months ago, eh? Well, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. When the world went down on the circus. Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident. This one happened to be the cause of that accident, would it? I heard a little bit about from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you? I told him so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside the lion's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo, don't climb up on me now. Who did Leon bite in the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about. Mo, is this the person that you promised you wouldn't say anything? Must have been Acro, right? How did you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happens to the ringmaster. No. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Yeah, health. It's always so ominous when there's no music. It's just like you said, you know? The accident. Health! Did someone die? No, but it would have probably been better if he had. What? How would that have been better? He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Oh no. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? They were an acrobat team of brothers. Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Who is Acro's younger brother? Sean Dingling. But everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago while we were practicing. All of a sudden, Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why'd he do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. He? You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Shit. Some sick grin. No way. That's impossible. A smirking lion, a flying murderer. Why does it seem that this is always Mo who catches all these incredible events? Hey, can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. Next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. Despite its name, trombone has no bones. I guess you're right, Severed. So that's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka shaka shaka. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. At you. Nice, what a wonderful sneeze. Oh, you think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel? That's basic clownmanship. A professional trombone player is called a tromboner? Yes. Cow, or knockout wizard for those who remember, she played the trombone. Despite its name, liver cheese is not, neither a liver nor cheese. Boner. Girlie, I know you gotta understand that. Hey, I think I'd make a good clown. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper. Bat. From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. They look perfect together, huh? Oh, did he cause his own? Oh no. Playing a trombone in your apartment is a great way to become friends with your neighbors. And I console unlock Acro? Yeah, I kind of figured. Yeah, Mr. Right, back again, I see. Well, I did say I'll be back. Wait, or is that someone else? We're back because Acro hiding is why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It seems that he knows that we know. Well, it seems that you got things you want to talk about, so fire away. I feel like this is gonna get super dark. Ask you. We've already read all this. You have to fight to save somebody. Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? That's how you got that terrible injury. Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how we figured it out. I slip of the tongue. Anyways, they're an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Cut down together. That's where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last psych lock. This must be an incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Regina. You always seem so calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she is cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know her target tried to attack me. Okay, I'm gonna gamble. Oops. Where's Cat Cam? Okay, it's dark because there's no light. There is no cat. Sorry. I will say he's resting peacefully in my arm. Regent tried to attack you. Twice. Ha ha ha. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Oh, maybe I overdid it again. If I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. Where did you get this? Regina posted on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, I was in her pocket. I guess I noticed it when I was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning. You wrote this and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. Full health, yeah! My legs were injured by Leon. 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. Regina. A dare. An absurd dare. In the anime, this part was soul-breaking. I really want to watch the anime after this. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. That's insane. Didn't you know how dangerous that is? You all thought he was being stupid, too. But that line was very old to begin with. And age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon jumped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, that's how I ended up. What about Bat? He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason I keep going. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, why don't you just take a look at this? What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross, it's covered in blood. This scarf. It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Sorry. When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick. I know, most of the same thing. What do you think this all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Excuse me. Miss Von Karma? I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I served as someone to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro will talk more to the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you all full of confidence. You must have found something that you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. Oh, I think I get what happened. Alright. I have been streaming for an hour and a half. Should I keep going? Sorry. I know what happened, but how it happened is beyond stupid. Sorry, I was trying to mess with Chrome. Keep going, finish this BS case off? Okay. Wait, it's 4-1 trial. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. First, before I do that, I'm gonna go take a piss. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Holy fuck, that's a loud ass train. Alright. Also severed because you did it earlier. Have a kitty cat. Alright. My phone just blue screened me. Didn't even know Android has. Really? Eloyd. Oh, it's Eloyd. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah, good morning, sweeties. A cute little cat loaf? He is a good cat loaf. You don't sound like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I get in front of an audience, so I'm working up to it. Heh. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Yeah, milk! Regina! How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? Uh-oh. So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? He needs some milk. Get this man some milk. Top of the morning to you. Everyone else get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo. Top of the morning to you, Governor. Top of the morning. That's a ticket. Attack in the day starts with energy in the morning. Early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh my, thanks. So how are you today, right? Well, I got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. Not enough milk! I'll produce my own milk if I have to. He's got guts to spare. If all I got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. This means I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you gonna do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Is Final Milk green and eternally burning? I don't produce milk. However, when I splooge, it's like a lava lamp. I'm so sorry. I thought it was really grotesque, and I'm really sorry for that. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You also make sure Regina watches. Yes, that's why I brought her to court here today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. And time to kick Franziska's ass. The court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Ms. Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. Prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? Sorry, I gotta scratch my neck. Oh, fuck's sake, Elohim. Asshole. We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactico fly off from the scene of the crime. Order, order. I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation of the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Poor Gumshoe. Very well, please call your witnesses stand. Time to get to work, or should I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Name and occupation. Kent Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. Employed as an acrobat at the Very Big Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. Yowza. Oh, I forgot about Yowza being an emote. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. Huh. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. It was just after 10 p.m., and I was resting in my bed. Around that time I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Huh. The witness testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. As the case, there is very little the prosecution need to add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Okay, so I can't push him that much, apparently. Let me check. Around that time I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. A few moments later I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica, but you know what? I'm gonna try pressing something. To me, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So the light's off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was a person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses found in the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the Cell Cat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. Maybe there was something fishy with his last bit of testimony? There's a contradiction, I think? There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. There's a contradiction that I'll prove it with evidence. You claim to have seen the because my thinking is he saw the hat fly away, but the hat was left there. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mauve saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The Cell Cat. What about the Cell Cat? I saw Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window that was tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame because you would have noticed that the Cell Cat found on the scene. That's the Ringmaster's hat, right? I'm afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's Cell Cat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two Cell Cats? Now this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model only made for Max Melee Galactica. Which means, Acro, I've been fibbing on the stand. Order, order. It always looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Do I jump and say Acro is the real culprit? Your Honor. On this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Option 1? Oh. Uh-oh. What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. Haha. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's heart and minds. Your Honor, don't allow you to be swayed by his theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? Hey, if you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to be almost scary. Sorry, I thought I smelled propane or something for a second there. Mr. Dingling, do you have any responses to the response to defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright was just trying to help his client. But to this by accusing me of a murder of all things? See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Why'd pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man? Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You're poopy head. If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough for this little game. I got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Your defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? The monkey? It's possible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. Ah, you don't say. Oh, man. This isn't going to end well. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. Finally eating it? Yeah. Must have not heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Mr. Wright, it seems as if you won't be able to stopping at Acro, but won't be making other accusations. If Acro did not have accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. Very well, let's continue. Who perchance would happen to be Acro's accomplice? The monkey. You don't say. Uh-oh. This is something looking very, very bad. Don't tell me you think you're gonna get off easy. What? How did you hear that? Hear what? What a splendid accomplice. I'm sure this accusation is built on a solid foundation. Foundation? Yes, Mr. Wright. Do you have any proof that this person you've accused was indeed an accomplice? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? This piece of evidence is lacking in persuasive power. You didn't miss that sound, did you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You know, the sound of you receiving a penalty. Fuck. I will save. What are you doing, Nick? Fuck. Okay, so maybe he didn't? Now then, this must be where we get to see the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbing about, right? There was no accomplice. It was you. Ah, shit. Case solved. Guess we can end it here. Have a good night, folks. The joke is funny every time. How's it going, Pris? You doing alright? Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Order. What are you getting at? Why do you keep them on their toes, Nick? Now I'm going to have to prove how this all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, let's do this. Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I'm medium? Okay. Medium rare. Pris is rare. She's one of a kind. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness's account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like to clear something up for me. The crime was committed. Where exactly was Mr. Dingling? He would have had to be in his room. He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room? Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. I guess there can only be only one correct answer. Ellie, would you fucking... Okay, you know what? Yeet. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? I'm fucking crazy. What say you, Mr. Dingling? It's an interesting theory. That's it. Consider what you propose is impossible. Yes, that's it. I'm not crazy. I'm insane. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. As a witness's status, your assertion is impossible. As he's in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You got a point. It's easy forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Well, I saw that he said Max, didn't he? It's still impossible for humans to fly. Even if I ask a question, Mr. Wright. What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. Huh. How did he do it? Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right, I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Time to enlighten us on how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the murder of Russell Berry? What's that, a picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the items that's shown in the picture. The bust. It's quite a large bust. That's because it's life-sized. It's also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. See, this is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Max Galactica's ample bust. Don't use the word ample. So you're saying that the bust fell onto the ringmaster. A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro. Can't run away from things so... Wow. I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Oh, my cat's still there. Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. Defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. Defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. I keep fucking right-clicking. I suppose I could have something lifted on... I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working on as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There was no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to know the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would have been unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself far enough to look. Not to mention that he could have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What's your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. I can't let it get to me. I've got to focus. Is it the box? Because the box was always... The box always confused me. So my thinking is, he launched the thing out of the window once, moved the box to that spot, and then launched the thing again. A strong upper body. I'm just gonna go straight and say box. Acro. You didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, man. Silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix, right? Enough stalling, how about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes, yes, yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe we should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. Same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means, this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment this bus came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean, if the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No. Order, order, order. This is unbelievable. But some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. I just gotta keep going. There's only one way to go from here. Forward. So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? That was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and all he had to do was lower it down. Ow. Allow me to whip some sense to you, Mr. Phoenix, right? Ow, ow, ow. The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. Contents? Do you recall what was inside the wooden box? There's only a small bottle of pepper, wasn't there? Get on with it. Well, what's the matter? Cat got your tongue? I never said any relationship between the location of the head and this box's contact. No, Nick, you didn't think enough. Mr. Wright, do you still have some... Oh, okay. Size of the box. The box was a remarkable size. Size. Exactly. Thanks, newbie. I think you can tell from the picture that the wooden box was very large. To lift up, one would have been required to squat. Meaning that one would have had to have taken up in both arms, right? Moreover, the box is quite heavy. It weighs in the neighborhood of 20 pounds. The box inside carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That's correct. To lift the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means, no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool. Fool. Does it even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have had a vivid imagination, but I can never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? I remember. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. And what happened to it? I'd like you to remember a more important fact, Mr. Wright. I cannot possibly leave the lodging house by myself. Ah, that means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may well have been very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Yeah. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But there's no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? Now, monkey. A monkey? Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, look when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Oh. Money lives in Acro's room. In Acro's room? But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Maybe I should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. My, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Acro. Money's a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order, order. I said order. Miss Von Karma. Where is the bus in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. I read that, just read it as I clicked. It's Monkey Town. Donkey Kong. This is a rather strange turn of events. Let's say the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as a murder weapon. Wait. Then you mean this bus was a murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You forgot the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix, right? And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. As for you, how do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Nick, don't let her beat you now. This is my chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Barry, and the other one was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Who was the murderer that the clown saw? It would have still had to have been the bust, correct? He saw Max's butt. Ow! I asked who was the other person most saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Au contraire, mon frère. It is indeed to have something to do with the question. Most said he saw Max's silhouette. But he didn't actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? Should I turn up the music? I'll turn on the music a little bit. How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw was that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette what he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It'd be easy to hang one off the cards in the bust's hands. Idiot. Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? It doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance in this case, don't you agree? Ah, he caught me. So let's have Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? Fool. Him? You're saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. Russell Berry, I think. Because I'm thinking when it slammed down on him, the cloak disconnected and got onto the thing. I mean, the victim himself. Place the cloak on the bust? Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. That won't be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright. Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's only really one picture I can paint anyways. And we got to get to one of the unlikely coincidences that made me hate this case here. Alright. Alright. So I want to know what really happened that night. Let's step back in time. Acker used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust, and dangled the bust out of the bedroom window, directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room, and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. Just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Benetrillo. When the ringmaster arrived on the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. That's when Akko took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim, you wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix, right? As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Ms. Von Karma. Yeah, it is incredibly coincidental. The circus isn't over yet. What? You can't calculate with that? Yeah, you can. It's so fucking stupid. The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused a sound the witness heard, prompting him to take a look. And it gets worse. Oh boy. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo-Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acker naturally went about pulling the murder weapon on. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murderer disappeared into the sky came to be. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from the crime scene, from above the crime scene. Acro can only have been you. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. Phoenix Wright is fucking insane, yeah. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So? What now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my wit. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Like they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But there is still something unusual with Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay, then. Use it and get us out of this jam. That's enough talk said amongst yourself. Proceed, Mr. Wright. There's definite evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. Save? I can't save. I'm unable to press escape here. Think crime photo? That's what I was thinking too, because it's not showing any pictures. Or sorry, any footprints. Try again. Fuck. Thanks, Hummingbird. If they had been silent for 2 more seconds, I would have screamed. Like they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. What was eyewitness account? Contradiction. You know, I'll just double save here just in case. Hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. It would have had to have been this because we can't actually find it. If we do find it, it's going to have his fingerprints on it, isn't it? Fuck. I'm confused here. Would it be this? Problem is, I can't remember the contradiction in Mo's testimony. Oh, okay. Problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk cat, the cloak, and the white roses. The symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Honestly, I have a monkey box and hat. Yeah, I think it was yeah. Yesterday there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. Silk cat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just present explains all these contradictions. Fool, do you ever shut up? Max's silk cat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat Mo saw was actually the busts. Makes sense if you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat, well, sort of. Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Or what the ventriloquist said in court? He said he witnessed the white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like you to try to explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happens to white roses? Really? Are you really? Really? Did you get it yet? The cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust. It means that the white roses ended up on the back of the bust. Ah! Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Oh my goodness. 2 more to come. Oh no, there's 2 more? This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick, then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Uh-oh. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, it did. Is there something Oh, shit, sorry. Is there something that making you think I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relationship to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Because he wasn't aiming for the ringmaster, he was aiming for Regina. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well, however, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I'll listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after the recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. Okay, drink time. Man. This game always makes me like super duper parched. Yes. I can't believe it. Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. And the thing is that he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Psst, psst, cough. Reading his heart, it is. But I'm nothing but a little nobody, you know? But you're not, which is why the kind of reason why. Cough. Hey, pal. You're gonna ignore me after I went all the trouble to bring you some evidence? Yeah, Detective Gumshoe. Ah, forget, I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Now, Detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, Detective? The anime really saved this case for me. The voice acting, at least in English, was on point and they just hit the emotional track just right. Yeah. If you want something emotional, might be a little bit hard for you to follow, newbie, but a show on Netflix called Inside Job. It's a hilarious cartoon about like conspiracy theories and whatnot, and like the quote unquote shadow government running them. It's hilarious, but like the second season just was super emotional. At least the ending of it was. How about a card trick, Detective? Ho ho. Well, if you insist. Now, how about that evidence you mentioned? What is it? Here you go. Oh, this was yesterday in Acro's room. Yep, and I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Won't Ms. Von Karma be mad at that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis. And we're not really allies or anything. But everything that happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan. I don't know, Ms. Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday our final plans were set in motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me, I got a message from the prosecutor for you. I watched a part of it already, but no more Netflix. I mean, I'm not encouraging you to yar-har it, but I mean... I watched S1 with my mom. I gotta watch this too. S1 was good. It kind of established quite a few things, but I think they really fleshed out a couple of characters a little bit better, except for Glenn. I think his character was kind of shafted. Again. Reminds me, I got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it, and that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. What do you mean by that? Till the very end part. I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Ah, don't scare me like that. Looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk. For me? Milk! Court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro could kill the man he held in such esteem. You're absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? I'm curious. Yeah, I don't want to question him. There's no need to cross-examine this witness. What's that? Why was the ringmaster murdered? There's no need to delve into that bit of testimony when I know the answer already. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead? I can't. Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Oh. Okay. Your Honor, the real reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow. Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget you made the accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe this is the real killer of Russell Berry, ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro. You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderer's plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? Order. Bailiff, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's loud in the face, twice if you must. Okay then. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Now! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to this court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill somebody else? Regina Berry? This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro. You were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. You can easily answer the question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is you're wrong. That's it. That's it. Huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to... Ow! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Ah? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that Acro was out to kill this young girl. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Scarf? Well, no, they needed proof in order to figure out that he had them like that like he was targeting Regina in the first place, or Regina. I think the reasoning behind the motive will become clear for that. It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat. Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? My brain was a few text boxes ahead, no worries. Yes, but there's just one little problem. Acro didn't place his note in someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person that this note was intended was for none other than Regina Berry. Order. Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours is the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why the morning of the crime she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, I mean the ringmaster, saw the note. That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake. Instead of Regina. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Nothing of us looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. In order to do that, I ended up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it. Acro thought it was Regina from the down on the plaza. That's when he let the bust fly. Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. Acro wrote this note to Regina. Foolishly foolish fool, with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish, you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, what about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, that would mean that... this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What did you just say? I love kicking Von Karma ass. The ringmaster knew what this note meant, which is why he went to the plaza. In place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to? That is alluded to in this note? The incident 6 months ago. I gotta save here because I feel like I don't know why it would prompt you there. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I'm more than ready to show this quote what happened at the time. Von Karm ass. Von Karm ass. Moron. Fucking idiot. Dunce. Dunderhead. Are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. Like, one Von Karma wasn't enough, they made a second and made her thick and gave her a whip. Yeah. Actually, give me a second, I'm curious about something. Okay, so apparently she's 18. I just want to make sure. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually... No, it's on the wiki. It's severed. It's 18. That's you. That's you. If you have to Google age, that's not a good sign. No, it says it's. The problem is, this game says in her teens. And I like when Newbie said made her thick, I was just like, well, I gotta make sure like that it's appropriate to say that kind of thing, you know? Like, to me, she looks older. Like, especially in terms of anime, she looks older. I think it's her eyes. Gumbo, that's a fuck joke, and you know about that. I had her age in mind. All right, I wanted to make sure. Like I only searched up for clarity's sake. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix? Right? That's a spicy meme. It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because of this piece of decisive evidence that was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. What exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who is Regina Berry's intended victim? I don't want to say she had a victim, that's the problem. Who is this? Zacro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead? Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro would feel his brother is dead. Regina. She did that to him? You spent your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. Lion? Regina, I mean Miss Regina Berry. Sorry, I had a quick ear itch. Is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal is ever in a position, is ever trained to attack another human. They won't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do you do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? I suppose it was truly an accident. Essential that a man knows when to give up, Mr. Phoenix, right? It's possible to prove Miss Barry's involvement in a murder attempt, isn't it? Ha! He's taking a line to attack. Who's ever heard something like that? And to think the defense claimed this was the conclusive evidence. 'Twas more? Oh, fuck. Small bottle of pepper, a lion. What's their connection? Ah! What's the matter, Nick? I figured it out. Wow, it was right in front of my nose the entire time. Your Honor, wait. What is it? The lion-biting bat was no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix, right? There's no way that Regina would ever incite a lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat. Now how do I do this? That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who's the one that gave the scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina? There's something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident, as she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Here was the silent treatment. Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You did a good job of fingering a criminal. I'm doing what to the criminal? But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Barry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? Still seems like the judge doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix, right? Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile. I never heard of them smiling, however. Lions sneeze. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. Wow. I thought he was getting a nice seasoned steak. That does seem like a kind of nicely seasoned there. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What? You fool! Stephen Quinn says, alright, let's go for one more. You've gotta be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object, for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident. Or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot. Ha! Ha 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 ha. It almost does seem like a terrible joke. Doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. Do you think there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves? Are you telling me what I said was true? Acro. You can't mean witness? Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright. Unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion, the witch, the wardrobe. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? Same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof to be more precise. The murder weapon. The bust the defense claim was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, it would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bust. Nick, you gotta do something. This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Acro has it. Might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but why aren't you going to search his room? Alexei finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of von Karma total justice. I guess. I figured with you that's the least I should expect. You leave no stone unturned. Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. You already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? Oh, whatever. If we found what we think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max Bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. As you see, Mr. Wright, Bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second, something's funny about all this. Looks like you lacked the final nail to put in my coffin. But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Do something, Lick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust, where's it now? Where's the bust right now? You're Phoenix Wright, you know where that bust is. I'm sure you do. It's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? See, this case is coming to a close. Vance's counter-argument looks to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. Terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness. Where's Max's bust? Defense needs some time to prepare its present its lace. I mean its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. I just bit my tongue. Acro has it with him. That's what I kind of figured. Like, what? We need time to do what? Ow. Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Also, Newbie, you're kind of just cool the jets on the help just a tad. Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? Oh, why are you asking me? That's up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait. You can't be serious. The acrobats always live on the lines, don't they? That's how acros lived those left until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If not, we're certain to lose. That being said, Newbie, I do appreciate the help. Very well, the defense may proceed. Doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. Murder weapon. Where's Max's bust now? It's obvious. The bust is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. It's on the judge. Acro. I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just want to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. The problem is with this, I really wish, like, the blanket was kind of a little more of a shown focal point, you know? It's in his ass! Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is under there. You know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Funny coincidence 4. I don't think it's much of a coincidence on this one. I think it just could have been shown better. You know what I mean? Like, cause you can when you're looking at his character, you only see him from like the stomach up. Not the actual coincidence. Okay. Which is why you had to hide it. The only place you can hide it under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. You fool! How could you... You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them. 2 of them. Miss Francisco Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch a surprise search on my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence. The cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know? But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try to hide the bust. And the only place I could hide it that quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. Now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. Can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. I can't believe it's me. Make a mistake. Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. Seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro. Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I am responsible for that crime. Acro. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it would be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when he decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well? No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself. Then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. Throw the badge at him! He likes shiny things too! That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again. Does it look like I give a shit? I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Alright, I need some guilties in chat, or not guilty. That way we can get some dance emotes in chat. Yowza! I fucking love the not guilty emote. Or the guilty emote. Actually, so I should change that to not guilty, shouldn't I? Fabulous. But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only at max, a million of them. Thank you. What's the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about Acro. No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever, and never be happy. Huh? I'm not gonna fucking... She's been like this for a while now. Yeah, it's all my fault. Yeah. Sweetie pie. Bat and Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up. Regina. Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? Acro said something right at the end. I just couldn't up and leave yet. She's gonna ask me a question. Did they do the after evidence thing? I'm gonna see if I can try to nail this. Does that mean that Acro is he gonna try to get his revenge on me? I don't think so. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? Are you sure? I can believe that? Yep. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence. Huh? I want to know you're just not making stuff about Acro not wanting revenge. I'd say Regina's guilty. I do too. I don't like her. Hmm. So how about this? Now do you understand there's no need to worry? I wasn't lying. He's gonna get his revenge. I think it's this point. What can you do about it? You did some really awful bad things to Regina. I'm sorry. I really wanted to see what happens. I'm so fucked. I want to say it's his brother. Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. Bad. That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught... I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes. And then until he can meet Acro again. That's so sweet of you, Regina. I'm so sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat. Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? Nah, that's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I made a decision. What is it? I decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn the circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. The best circus the world has ever seen. Don't laugh. That's quite the goal. Yeah, I can't wait. I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus in the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world's ever seen. I don't know why I'm defending this guy. I still hate him. Max. Let's work together and make the circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina? You're gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. Mo. Mo's right, sweetie pie. Can't be the very big circus without Regina Barry. Max. Nick. Seems like everything is going to turn out all right here. I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. How many cars is he going to throw at me? We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready. We're going to order special whoopee cushion seats. I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. Really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Falco really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was a defense attorney. Mr. Wright? Ah, game theory, yeah. Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not need to worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth. Failed again. Also good to know he's still alive. Alright. I'm very done. The next case is epic AF, but also dark. A lot of these are dark, but they're just because I have a brother in real life, Moist Noggin, and just like when you get like these cases that kind of just like so it makes me think sometimes. I don't know what I would do if my brother was ever put into a coma. Like it's hard to think about that kind of thing, you know? I was legit panicking at the next one. Okay. Anyhow, we'll call it quits for the day. Actually, just make sure I save. Let's figure out who to write. Uh, we have Vice RA, or you know what? We haven't done Vice RA in a while. Here's the raid message. If you don't got that raid emote, we use whatever you got. Unfortunately, that guilty dance uh won't cross over unless they also have the guilty. But I highly doubt that. Um, I'm very tired. Uh, cat rotated just because. Good cat. Um, yeah, I really can't think of much else to say. Have a good night, everybody, and take care.